Hey, this is Ryan Clark from Custom Fitness, licensed physical therapist. Here we go again. We're on segment number 13 with our daily maintenance program, and this is our run series number 5. So as we've been talking about, we want to be able to debunk some of the treatment methods for some of these injuries that we see for runners out there. Coach, you've been running quite often, right? And quite a lot, especially during this quarantine. What part of your body is hurt, begun to hurt?
Man, Coach, right there.
Right around there. So a lot of times when people come into us, they complain about this posterior leg pain. So Coach, can you just kind of go aside? So right in here, we see this Achilles tendon right in this bottom portion right in here. Let's go over the general anatomy of this. What we want to notice is that everything from the knee all the way down to the big foot is intertwined. So that means this big gastroc muscle right here, this soleus right here, connects all the way through this Achilles tendon, then attaches right here, which is the heel, which is the calcaneus, goes underneath the foot, through that plantar fascia area, and then all the way through the big toe. So Coach, all those muscles combined, that means a lot of load and a lot of tension as we begin to run and increase load. So when we increase load too fast, too often, what normally happens? Injuries. So what we want to be able to do is teach you ways how to address Achilles tendon pain. Now, what we want to mention is there's two types of Achilles tendinopathies. That means that there's ones that are mid or non-insertional, so it's right here in this general region right in here, and one that actually shoots all the way down to right into the heel or the calcaneus. The one that we're going to be talking about treatment is kind of this non-insertional pain right in here. If you do have insertional pain, go see a physical therapist. They should be able to help you with that because it's a little bit of a different treatment option. So here's what we need to do. 4 steps, Coach, to kind of improve that Achilles. Number 1, we want to make sure that we enhance the tissue and control pain. That is our first step. Number 2, we want to be able to build capacity of that tissue and the surrounding tissues. Number 3, we want to then build more capacity with dynamic movements. And number 4, we then want to be able to build capacity with specific movements. Coach, does that sound good?
That sounds excellent, Coach.
So in this specific case, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working with running. The goal is to be able to run. Now, first step is we're going to be able to enhance tissue capacity and decrease pain. So if you have any pain with lifting off, going up and down stairs, running and jumping, this is what we want to start with. Coach, worst thing you can do is what? Start stretching all of a sudden. People stretch all the time. Oh, it feels a lot better. Yes, you will find quick relief, but it will not last for long because guess what's going to happen? Gonna hurt some more because all those loads just keep on coming back. You have done nothing to the actual tendon and the fascia down there to help it. So what we want to be able to do is show you some exercise to do that. So here's what we're gonna do. Now you can do this double or single leg. Now depending on the bias, we like starting it off with double leg because normally if you have one side, majority of the time it goes to the other side. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do double leg and we're just gonna do a little sitting. And all we're gonna do is, if you notice, we're just gonna go ahead and go through the big toe. Heels come up off the ground and we're just going to be squeezing nice and tight through those calves. We want to hold for about 10 seconds and go ahead and Coach and come on up. Very, very simple. So remember, we want to be able to do this. This addresses the lower part of the posterior chain. And then Coach, do me a favor. You're going to go ahead and can you stand for me? Let's go ahead and stand. And we're going to go ahead and stand. We're going to just go ahead and use this and we're going to go ahead and double again. So now that we're going to go straight leg, we're going to be working now this top portion of it. Remember, the bottom part was for the bottom sitting with the bent knee. That's for the bottom. This is now for the top. Now, let's say if we want to be able to bias, and so in this particular case, Coach Paul's left side is hurting even more than the right. So all we're going to do is we're going to do one hand. Go ahead, Coach. You're going to go straight leg and go ahead and come on off. And if you notice, he's able to just hold that top position again. This is no movement. All we're doing is an isometric hold. Hold that. 10 seconds. 3, 2, Coach, put your other leg down. If you want to rest, remember, we're not focusing on any of this up and down movement. All we're doing is coming on up, using 2 feet, then going and go ahead and hold. Now, we said that we want to do 2 things, so all we're going to do is now go ahead and bend the knee, Coach, on that one. And now we're going to go ahead and feel that and hold that. Coach, you okay there?
Yeah.
You feel that?
It's hurting. I'm doing my rehab right now.
We're doing a rehab. So once we start reducing the pain, right, and we want to say, hey, by the way, we already started enhancing, we want to then start building capacity. So now that we've kind of reduced the pain and we're starting to kind of enhance this tissue ability, what we want to do is build the capacity to withstand larger loads. Now, Coach, easy enough? functional movement. We're going to go ahead and do the double leg heel iso squat. Again, still using the no movement method. So all we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and squat from this position. Coach, come up just a little bit in terms of that squat, and then we're just going to go and bring those heels up. If you notice, again, going over those big toes, we're just going to go and hold. 10 seconds. How are we doing there, Coach? You doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
It's much harder to kind of focus on these exercises when we're doing them correctly. Again, hold 3, 2, and then go ahead and relax. We're just going to do that one more time. Again, this is a double leg heel iso squat. So we're quarter squat here. Come off the heels. Make sure to go over those big toes, Coach.
Quarter squat gang.
And quarter squat gang, here we go. If you want a quarter squat, this is the way to do it. Bring your heels off the neck and go ahead and come on off. Then all we're going to do is go ahead again and go through that functional, just kind of the functional movement. We're going to go split stance. Now again, focusing on this leg right here, all we're going to do is from this position, lift and hold. No holds there, Coach. Right in there. Try that knee out for me. Hold. 10 seconds. Easy enough. So remember, we did a squat with the double leg raise. We're doing a split stance with the front leg raise here. And then the last one, Coach, we said squat, right? Split stance. Now we're going to go ahead and lunge, Coach. We're going to go ahead, all we're going to do is go ahead and lateral lunge to the left. Boom, hold that position. Get nice and comfortable, and then we're just going to go. Again, we are building capacity in terms of these functional tasks that we kind of do in the gym. Not weighted, not anything. All we're doing is go ahead and come on up. And one more time, Coach. Boom. And hold. Remember, exercise prescription for these, 10 rounds, 10-second holds for each of these movements. Remember, do this the first set for about maybe 6 to 8 days. The next set you can do to 6 to 8 days. This, again, is series number 5 in our running series, trying to help with Achilles tendinopathy, which is the non-insertional type or the right in this area, okay? So thank you again for joining us.